So I'm really trying to use less foundation. So I'm just dabbing it from the back of my hand. Hopefully I can control the amount that I can use. And just dab it onto my face where needed. Okay, and this side. I always just need to make sure that the orange underneath is not showing, so I just need to look very carefully to make sure that doesn't happen. Then for concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. So I did do my priming routine different. I moisturized and then I put a light layer of powder on, especially my nose area. And then I put on a setting spray just to make sure that powder doesn't get patchy later on and show underneath my foundation. And then I put on my primer. And I tried that once actually yesterday, and then it did really help me stop becoming super oily after 3 to 4 hours. And I'm just gonna try it out one more time today. And I am wearing contact lenses. These are the Idole lenses. My sister got them from Korea for me. I really like these. I think these are the creamy beige. I'm not too sure, but these are the brown ones. I personally think that they look pretty natural, but I don't wear them all the time. I try not to bring my concealer all the way right here because I feel like it just really widens my face because it's highlighting this whole area. So I just try to like maybe stop right here, the furthest. Okay, I'm just trying to get ready for summer. And it's already a little bit more sunny around here. It's getting nicer, daytime is longer. And then pushing that onto my nose. So today I kind of want to do a simple bright-eyed look. So I'm going to start with using a contouring shade to contour around my eyes. And I'm using the shade Pretty Please. And this is in this palette right here. It's super pretty. So I'm going to start with this shade right here. There's no mirror in the palette. It's such a great contouring shade because it's a nice cool color. And it's just a shadow, just mimics the shadow. Jesus, can't speak. I like to bring it to the front a little bit more, close to the starting of my eyebrows. And I'm just now using a bigger, fluffier brush just to make sure everything is blended out. Now I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is a blending brush, the Morphe M456. This tiny blending brush for my tiny eyelids. So I'm going to go into the color Zing. This is also in the palette. It is kind of an orangey color. And I'm just going to pop a little bit, I can't speak, a little bit of that into my crease. Yeah, so this year I kind of skipped the Valentine's Day look because I was doing the virus videos. I thought it was kind of interesting and I'm really invested. I invest a lot of my time doing that, just reading on different Chinese articles just to find out what's going on. So I really like that. But I feel that maybe you guys are kind of bored of that. So I'm just gonna go back to doing what I always do, which is doing my makeup. I'm also going to use the same palette and then the color TBH. This one is a little more orangey, and I just want to add that also into the crease. And now I'm going to use a smaller brush and put in this TBH color on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna gently tap it on there because I don't want to flick powder into my eyeball, which is annoying because I'm wearing contact lenses. I'm just gonna make my contact lenses super dirty. I'm just gonna try to make it look seamless at the edges. So I'm just gonna go back to using my Sephora Pro palette. I really like this palette. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I kind of do. I'm just gonna pat it on the lid. So it's kind of like doing a cut crease, but it's a very soft one. And I like to pat it on first to really pack the color on there, and then just kind of spread the product over. Super soft. I just like to pat it. And then for a fuller lash look, I also like to use this Marc Jacobs eyeliner in black and just kind of fill in the gaps on my upper lash line. Okay. Just to make me look like I have more than 5 lashes on each eye. So next I'm going to use a Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. This one is in 500 Boundless Bisque. So how I make my eyes brighter is that I draw in the waterline with this color. So my eyes look a little bit brighter already. Looks like it's a little bit bigger also. Next I'm going to use this to highlight my inner corners. So I do like to go down here as well when I want my eyes to look super bright. Just to kind of open my eyes a little bit more, but not too much though. I'm gonna use a tiny brush to blend a little bit of this out so it doesn't look like just a white blob underneath there. And then I like to go further out a little bit to just highlight a little bit more. So I try to give people an illusion of bigger eyes. And then I'm just gonna use whatever brush. This, I think it's a lip brush, but it doesn't matter. It does the job. And then I'm just gonna blend this part out a little bit, ever so slightly. So my inner corners now are definitely highlighted. Now we're gonna use a liquid liner. I'm always using this one because I think it's great for using on top of eyeshadow. It doesn't dry out because you get to dip it back in. I'm just gonna draw a small wing. And also I'm gonna line my inner corners as well. I try to go into the hairline so I can avoid that white line. I think this is enough. Just a little bit is good enough. And now we're just gonna put on some light contour. It always just looks super intense at the beginning, but I'm just gonna shade it out. And then now, these days, I kind of like to use a small concealer brush from Real Technique to blend out my contour. Actually, I almost forgot to put on some eyebrow gel at the beginning, so I'm just gonna do that. Just to make sure they don't fly everywhere. These stupid long eyebrows. So now they're secured. For this look, if you just like mascara and don't like lashes, you can be done with it. But if you want to step it up, we can put on some lashes, and these are the Sephora Mink Lashes in Amore. I've used them a couple of times. I really like these ones because they're not too long. I got Lily lashes before a long time ago. I'm not sure if this is still their packaging, but they're just way too long for me. Okay, on camera, it might not look crazy, but in real life, I think it looks crazy. And I really feel the lash on my eye. So if you like this look, you can definitely put these ones on. These ones are the Miamis from Lily Lashes. I got these ages ago where everybody was raving about this brand. but I'm gonna use these ones. These ones are a little bit shorter, and I think it just matches my eyes a little bit more. So I just popped on these lashes. I really like these ones. These are just not too big on me, and yeah, they look pretty decent. And now I'm just gonna put on some bottom lashes. I really like this for the bottom lashes because it's just so easy to apply down there. It's not one of those big fluffy applicators. I think my eyes are pretty bright already, but I kind of want to step it up. I'm using the Fenty Beauty highlighter. This one is the Kilowatt one with Mean Money and Hustler Baby. And then I'm going to use a small brush to apply this lighter color, lighter highlight onto, and of course tap some off onto the center just to make it a little bit brighter, and also to where I highlighted the inner corners. And then just to highlight my Cupid's bow, and just gently tap that on there. So I'm using my go-to lip liner from NYX and line my lips. And I kind of like to correct my lips because this side right here is a little bit thinner than this side. So I tend to draw this side a little bit higher, and this side I don't really overline that much. And I sometimes just try to talk and just move my lips a little bit just to see how it looks, how this side of my lip look, and to see if I need to add a little bit more or, you know, balance it out a little bit more as well. Yeah. And then now I'm using the Hourglass Nude lipstick. This is the Femme Nude in nude number 6, and I just like to put this on. The lip liner was a little bit pink, and this one is a little bit more nude. If you do want a little bit more color, sometimes I like to mix the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. This one is in Moody, and it's kind of like a plum color as well, very similar to the blush. So if you like this nude look, you can definitely just keep this nude lip look. But for me, I kind of want to add a little bit of this plum color. So I'm just dabbing it onto my lips. A little bit. Okay, it didn't turn out that bad actually. And then I just like to use a paper towel to kind of dab some off. I'm using my favorite perfume, and this is in By the Fireplace. Alright, so I guess this is the finished look. I really like this bright-eyed look. I normally wear this look when I do feel really tired, so I just want to look extra bright, if that makes sense.